Alright guys, so we're back at you again with another first impressions video. Now, one of the brands that I've been talking about a whole lot recently especially is the brand of Lattafa. And Lattafa is one of these Middle Eastern fragrance brands that is known for their affordable price points, but also for their high quality scents. They have a lot of affordable fragrances that are really great and making great strides in the fragrance community. And really honestly, I think the new wave is that Middle Eastern fragrances are taking over. You can't just beat the price point mixed with the scent quality that a lot of these brands are coming out with. And today we're going to be talking about this newest addition to the collection. So I got my hands on this one here. This one is called Lattafa Fakhar Black, okay? And so we're going to go through our first impressions. We're going to see, is this another hidden gem, or is this one of the flops that comes out, and as far as these cheapy and these more affordable fragrance brands. But nonetheless, we got the fragrance, so all is up to do is for us to try it, smell it, and we'll see whether this one was worth the investment. So for those of us who love affordable scents that really can yield high quality, we don't want to spend an arm and a leg. And I always talk about on this channel how fragrance does not have to cost us an arm and a leg. We can get our hands on great affordable fragrances at really affordable prices. And so here we go. We're gonna get through our unboxing and we're gonna see just how the presentation is first off before we get into the scent. Let's do it. All right, we got it wrapped, so now we unbox it. Let's see here. This one is not one where, there it is up the box. Okay, so already noticing cap came off. As we take a look at the bottle, got a more luxurious look, definitely fancier with the silver. Got this round look. Then they took some attention to detail. If you look at the cap, top of the cap, they got the Lattafa logo at the very top. So nice design, luxurious design. I paid $25 for this on Amazon, I believe. So really affordable price, really can't beat it. I've seen it, kind of floating all over social media. So it was one of those, you could say that social media, IG, TikTok made me get it. So now all we do is we get into testing out the fragrance and seeing whether this one has the highest scent quality. But before we get into that, let's talk about what we're gonna be getting from this fragrance. So according to our note breakdown, we're gonna be getting that apple, ginger, juniper, that sage, that tonka bean, and that geranium. So a lot of these notes, and this is a fragrance that really is kind of getting reminiscences and is kind of being attributed to another Yves Saint Laurent Y EDP clone. Yves Saint Laurent Y is one of the top designer fragrances out on the market. Even today, if you buy it on a discount, you're still gonna be paying well over $100 for it. So if you can get Yves Saint Laurent Y for 1/5 of the price, you really can't beat that. But enough talking about it. All we do now is we test this. So first and foremost thing, let's get our first impression. Let's do our initial smell test. We go off the air atomizer. 5 sprays. Just off the opening, definitely you're getting that Yves Saint Laurent Y DNA. So already off rip, I'm definitely loving the fact that we got an Yves Saint Laurent Y clone. This is YEDP, toned down, really nice, really soft CI. So for many people who like Yves Saint Laurent Y, the DNA, but a lot of people have made kind of attributes that it's a little strong, the original. This one is Yves Saint Laurent Y made softer. Yves Saint Laurent Y EDP made with a little bit more softer projection. This one doesn't really scream at you so much. It does have a good sillage. I can smell it in there, definitely encapsulating, but it's not the loudest. And the ginger and the tartness, the really kind of the strong citrusy is kind of toned down. It's a little bit sweeter, a little bit more fresh. So just off first smell, I'm definitely enjoying this one so far. As it's settling in the air, you're definitely getting more of the florals. You're getting more of that lavender, that sage, a little bit more of that geranium, a little bit more. You're not really getting so much ginger, bergamot. You're getting still a little bit of that apple I'm definitely smelling. So if you're not getting so many citruses, a little bit lighter citruses, more florals, more aromatic, a little bit spicier rather than, overly tart and fruity or citrusy as far as that. But that to me said that this one is going to be actually a really good one to get your hands on. And I think this is a good derivative for people if they still like that YDP DNA, but they just want a bit of a change up. Not the biggest, alteration to the DNA and to the formula. They don't want it to feel like it's a whole new fragrance. They just want a couple tweaks to it. I think this one so far selling in the air, and this one's a dub so far. We've got through our initial smell test. That's definitely checking out 1 for 1. All right, well now we have the fragrance. We're gonna uncap it. We got the tester strip ready. Now let's test it off the tester strip. Still good, still really good. Yep. So off the strip, we're still checking out. Again, just softer. So a little bit more mild, a little bit more toned down, a little bit more chilled out. You definitely get more of that lavender, that juniper berry, geranium. And then as you get towards the dry down, a little bit more woodsy. So right, you're getting a little bit more of that cedar wood. It's a little bit sweeter here. You're definitely getting just a tad bit more of the tonka bean. You can smell the tonka bean a little bit more in this one, as opposed to the original is way more citrusy. You really almost don't smell tonka bean in that one. And it's like they took out the ambroxan. It's not that loud projection in this one. So I would say if you think that Yves Saint Laurent White EDP, the original, is a little too loud, you want it a little bit more toned down, you want it calm. This one almost too, for those of us who have gotten our hands on like a Versace Havas Ice, where a Havas Ice isn't so citrusy plum, it's just a little bit kind of cooler, a little bit more, I would say like oceanic and blue is maybe a better alteration. Like definitely I can see a vibe where people, if someone were to say, hey, it smells like Havas Ice, I can see that, definitely. But still keeping that same YEP DNA. I'm loving this stuff thus far. I still love the DNA, still love the scent profile. This one definitely doesn't smell synthetic at all. This one, I love this. I think this one is definitely one for you guys to still get your hands on for sure if you haven't gotten your hands on it. I say get a back of a bottle of it because this is very affordable. All right, so we're 2 for 2. We're 2 for 2, definitely. One I'm not regretting getting my hands on, definitely one I'm enjoying, and definitely one so far checked out another dub is looking like. All we do now, we go off the skin and we do our skin test, and might be another dub here. Let's stick it up. Oof. Yeah, yep. Apple, cedar, juniper, geranium, sage, tonka bean. Yep. Smell test checks out. No time needs to be wasted. This is definitely another dub for you guys to get your hands on in the collection. Definitely. That's Lattafa Fakhar. Yves Saint Laurent YEDP toned down for $25 to $30. So you can't beat the price. Definitely another dub. Get your hands on this one, fellas. Checks out. This one checks out. You don't even waste time with some of these practices sometimes. You want something that is citrusy, woody, spicy, aromatic. You want a nice, high quality fragrance. Let's talk about who wears this and when should you wear it. This one definitely is your spring, summertime fragrance. Definitely, maybe you don't want it overly hot outside. I do think that the longevity probably is a little bit less. I think that you should know why EDP is going to be one of those really long-lasting fragrances, right? 10 hours, you're getting at least a performance on this one. This problem, probably a little bit less on the performance. Probably we're looking at about, I would say like 6 to 8 hours, which is still good performance. Maybe even a little bit less if you're using this as a gym fragrance. Definitely do think it's still your office daily driver. I do think it's a gym fragrance. I do think it's an out errands type of fragrance. I wouldn't wear this one though if it's overly hot. I would say not anything over 80 degrees, and definitely not something where it's overly humid. I do think this one won't bode the best. I think there are other options you could go for, but definitely your spring fragrances or even a sunny day where the sun is out, but you may have a nice breeze. This one I think would do really well with a nice sillage. You wear it, you walk by, I think people will get a whiff for you and want to ask you what kind of fragrance you got on, you know what I'm saying? So I do think it's good gear for that. Age range, I would say definitely younger gentleman, younger guy. If you're just trying to get into the collecting space, which a lot of my viewers are, I think this would be a good intro to fragrance for you. I think this would be a great quality scent for you. And I mean, for $25, that's something you can pull the trigger on. Your people can pull the trigger on. And then if you're a guy who likes high quality fragrances, but you don't want to spend an arm and a leg on them, I do think that it will go for a guy like that as well. Right now, everybody wants to have a large abundance collection. Not everybody needs a large abundant collection, right? As long as you have your daily job, as long as you have your day-night fragrance, as long as you have your clubbing fragrance, you got those three, you're set and you're ready to go. So if you get this one, you already got your daily job. And honestly, this could be a all-purpose fragrance if you really wanted it to be. I do think you could pull this off in the winter. I do think you can pull this off in the fall. So, I mean, bang. If you have your all-season, all-occasion fragrance for $25, you're winning. You're winning in this era. But Nonetheless, guys, that'll do it for today. Again, another first impression out the way, another initial smell reaction out the way. Definitely another dub added to the collection. I appreciate all you guys for listening, tuning in, tapping with the channel. If you just find me, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the follow buttons, and make sure you comment anytime you have any fragrance questions, any videos you want me to drop. And let me know what Lattafa fragrances you guys like to wear. What have I not talked about on the channel that I need to get my hands on? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, stay safe, have a good day. See you on the next one. Much love.